Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talking about why I thought Sean was the mole from day one and why I was right about Sean being the mole since day one, since episode one. So if you look at my videos, I made a video about me thinking that Sean was the mole when I think it was episodes, I forget which episodes dropped, but we weren't even to the finale. I think of 14 days ago or 15 days ago, I made a video saying how I thought that Sean was the mole, and I was getting a lot of engagement saying that I was right. And I didn't even watch the finale yet, but before I even watched the finale, I was getting a lot of engagement on you guys saying that I was right, whoa, I was so correct. And that kind of just made me so happy, because it was just I could not believe, I just guessed that this guy would be the mole just based off of his actions, based off his interview that Michael was watching, based off the way how he would overreact about things, how Michael would clock him doing some shady stuff when it came to doing certain orders and stuff like that at the restaurant. And just the way how I also clocked another strange thing that I saw about Sean is that if you look at all the castmates Instagram, whenever a show comes out, I'll look up all the castmates Instagram and their social media handles, and everybody but Sean did not have an Instagram. And it was a whole article of meet the cast of the Mole season 2. And I was looking at all the Instagrams, their Instagram names, their Instagram usernames of every cast. But Sean, when I go on his part of the article, his Instagram, guess what it said? It said NA. So did they do that because he was a mole? And now I'm starting to think that whoever was the mole in season 1, which I did not watch, but whoever was the mole in season 1, did they also have their Instagram just NA, not announced? Can somebody tell me that in the comments? Whoever was a mole for season 1, were they not allowed to show their Instagram? And I think this is the case with Sean, where he didn't have an Instagram. Was that the same case for the mole as well? And now after I make this video, I'm gonna go check back to see if this guy has an Instagram, and maybe that they just hid his Instagram because he was the mole, maybe once the show came out. But that was one interesting thing of why I thought he was the mole from day one. He didn't have an Instagram, but all the other castmates had an Instagram from the show, from season 2. Another thing that I saw that was interesting is that whenever it came to missions, he would overreact, and he was just such a bad liar. Y'all cannot tell me that whoever was on this cast, y'all were not able to clock his lying, clock how he would lie. And at one point I even thought Ryan would be the mole, because it's just the way how she was trying when they were trying to find her, and I think it was Melissa, or no, her and Deanna at the house, she was giving people the wrong information. So, but I already knew Sean would be the mole for sure, simply because of the fact that the way how he would act, the way how he would overreact, y'all. If you see towards later episodes, he overreacts to castmates, he'll overreact to people. It was just strange to me. And then him lying about his occupation, I was just I already knew something was up. The way how he would try to brainwash people into thinking that he was telling the truth, I was not buying a thing that Sean would say. I was not, and just the way how he would try to hide himself, it was just so crazy to me. Also, Hannah leaving, I think it was Hannah leaving episode 9 was not on my bingo card. I thought Hannah would win the show. She was so dedicated to adding money to the pot. I was also shocked that she didn't take the exemption. That was another thing. She didn't take the exemption. That was another shocking thing to me. She didn't take the exemption at all. And it was just weird to me, because I'm just girl, she still made it through the next round. But I'm the way how she was dedicated to bringing money on the table, to bringing money to this whole house, to the whole team, she really played the game. And her leaving literally the last, being only the final 4, I thought she would be the final 3 at least. I was shocked when Hannah left. Michael, in my defense, he deserved to win. I heard somebody saying that Muna should have won, because it was just unfair how like she lost by 2 questions. But I think it was just so fair for Michael to win. I felt like that Michael needed the money the most out of everybody in this whole show. Literally, his mother died. Like, that's tragic. Also, like, he literally didn't have anything. Like, when you see like his father, like, if you have a parent that has been doing, like, he even said how like his father was doing so much for him as a kid. He wants to give back, and honestly, as he should. Like, he wanted to give so much back to his father. His mother died. Like, he deserved he deserved this the most. That was a gift from God that Michael got. Michael, like, his mother died. Like, Michael went through a lot. Like, and I bet you, like, his family was struggling too. Like, his father was probably struggling with him as well. So him bringing the money to his father is so, like, to me, it's gonna be so shocking to me. Like, after what he's been through, after what he's talked about, it's been so shocking to me. Also, did y'all clock Sean fake crying at like the finale when he would talk about like, oh, like the reason why he would need the money? Like, and that's the thing, like, Sean fooled me at first. When I was watching the beginning of the episodes, like, he also, the way how he was faking how he was afraid of heights, I was like, there's no way, because I believed that for him. I believed that for him. I was like, so you were putting on a whole act. Like, to me, that was just shocking. Like, just the way how Sean would just literally like, ooh, like, at first I thought that like he would not be the mole, but then like as I got more into the episode, also Ryan leaving was also not on my bingo card, because it just like after she left, it was also shocking to me just to like see her basically like go away, leave midway in the show, live like not midway, but like her leaving as well. I was kind of shocked. I think it was like 2 girls that were going home, and it was like her and Hannah. No, I think Hannah left after Ryan. Ryan didn't leave with Hannah. But Ryan leaving, I thought Ryan was the mole at one point, because just the way how quiet she was. Like, her and Sean were like the quietest people. And like, I don't know, like, I could just tell Sean was the mole because of just how his actions was throughout the show. How he would like just like walk, the way how he would talk. He looked so guilty. Like, I could see it in his face. A mole on the show is guilty. Just the way how guilty he looked, like, I could just see it on his face. Just the guiltness towards him was just kind of like, no, like, you're the mole. Like, the way how you look, the way how you talk. Like, whenever he would speak, I wasn't buying a thing from him. His reasoning for Michael being the mole was just complete, like, was just complete bizarre to me. Like, I'm just like, how you gonna come up with Michael being the mole? Like, to me, that's just not a valid reason. Him coming at Michael for being the mole was just not a valid reason for basically him to like say why he was the mole. He was like, Michael is just so like convincing, like his just social interactions. Like, I was like, nah, like, you're the mole. Just like his communication with people. I don't know, like, he didn't really give sabotaging. That's the thing, like, Sean, I didn't see him sabotage anything until the end of like the whole episode. Like, and then the way how he would speak so fast, I was like, no, you gotta be the mole. The way how you're up to just speak so fast. Like, he was up for speaking for everything. Like, he just took initiative for everything. Like, it was kind of shocking to me how like, and when it came to a mission, he would raise his hand first. Like, I feel like that he should have been more quiet, but I was like, nah, like, that was a good act. But it's also just like, as a viewer, I'm questioning these people on the cast. Like, how do you guys not see that like Michael is not the mole? Like, do you guys not see, I mean, how Sean is not the mole? Do you guys not see the way how Sean would act, the way how he would act during missions? Like, the way how Sean would act during missions was so bizarre to me. He would always request to go first over Hannah. Like, he would always try to like do something to like one up Hannah in a mission. And it was just weird to me how like he would always want to take the lead. I'm just like, a mole is going to do that. A mole is going to always want to take the lead, because then they have control. They have control to mess anything up. And even in the last episode before like the finale of like who they found out the mole was, the way how he would like give Michael directions, he messed Michael up. And then the way how he would give Muna directions, he messed Muna up. Like, he messed Muna up. And then Muna is a smart girl. Muna is a smart woman. And now that I think about it, Muna should have won. Muna should have won because Muna could tell that Sean is the mole. She would even say like, it's Sean, it's not Michael. The way how Sean would order Muna, she would be like, you know what, I'm gonna just go with Michael. I'm gonna go with Michael. Then Michael and Sean would argue at one point, be like, hey, like no, like this isn't like no. Sean would like claim like he's right. Sean would claim that he was right, but then behind all of this, actually you have Michael that's right, and then Michael goes and like orders Muna to do something, and then Muna's like, yeah, like yeah, Sean's the mole. Like the way how Michael was able to give me the right direction, and then Sean was not, and then Sean was like, oh, like I'm sorry, I thought that was like, I thought you had to walk right there. Like Sean, like like just the way how he would like cover up his lie by like making it think like it's a mistake. Like I was just like, I was not buying a thing Sean said. Like if y'all could see, if y'all look closely, he was the mole. Like y'all could see he was quiet. He was, sometimes he would just not talk, or he would be in the corner. Like, did y'all not clock that tea of like what he was doing the whole time? And it's just so weird to me how like Muna could even clock it. Like how, but I'm just like, Muna, like how did you not know that he was the mole this whole time? And at one point I thought Muna would be the one as well. But then I'm like, nah, like like this girl is really like smart. Like I was proud of her for knowing that like Sean was the mole. That like last minute, how like what he would do, just the way how he would maneuver things, the way how he would just tell lies. I'm just like, like I don't know. That was kind of just like, I already knew Sean was the mole, but it was just shocking to me that I was right. Like I'm actually shocked that I was right that he was the mole. I never thought that I would have been right of him being the mole. And he was like the first on my suspect list. Like he was the first on my suspect list. So that's kind of crazy of how like I thought that like Sean was the mole, like literally. And even some other girl was like, nah, like Ryan is the mole. Like Ryan is the mole. And I'm just like, I'm shocked how she wasn't even right. But I'm like, I'm kind of shocked how I was right. Like I was like, I could really detect a good lie. Like my intuition was right 100%. 100%. I knew what he was doing. Like I knew just like I knew what he was doing. I just knew how like just the way how he would sit in the car, the way how he would talk in the car, just the way how he would sit, the way how he would just try to like take lead and like try to mess everything up, try to like control things, try to sabotage. Well, now I think about it, he was a sabotage, but like not in like a bad way. He was the mole. It's all for act, but just the way how he would like lie in the car, sit in the car. But yeah, that was kind of like crazy to me. That was kind of just like, ooh, like how did nobody else on this show, on this season, clock Sean's tea? Like how did no one else knew that he was the mole? But anyways, that's all I have to say for today. I think I'm gonna make another video today on Love is Blind, I believe. I don't know when it's gonna be coming out, but I do have my opinions on that as well. I'm gonna do like a whole another video today, so look out for that. But just comment down below what y'all think on like who was the mole from the beginning. Did y'all think that Sean would really be the mole? Like, were y'all shocked to find out that Sean was the mole and it was not Ryan? I knew it would be Sean. I knew that Sean would be the mole from the jump. Like I knew he was the mole from the jump. Just the way how he would sit. So like comment, like, subscribe, share, like, I don't know. Just comment down your thoughts on like what you think about Sean being the mole. Is he a good actor for being the mole? I think not. I could like Sean is not a good liar. Sean is not like, I knew Sean was onto something. After episode 7, where Michael was watching his interview and he lied about being a cop and he was like a stay-at-home dad. I was just like, a stay-at-home dad, or maybe was that right? I don't know. But I'm just like, how you gonna lie about being a stay-at-home dad? Like, it was just weird to me. Like I was like, nah, like Sean, like you're the mole. Like you're the mole. Like I already was clocking his tea. Comment down below like what y'all think about Sean, and I'll see you next video. Bye bye.